Yeah, I think so. I guess I'm always an optimist, right? So even during, difficult times, I think there's a lot of interesting opportunity. And if you look at it the right way, that opportunity kind of surfaces. So I think we have a slide on, one of the things that I created around, if you go back and look at each one of the major recessions, at least that I've been a part of. So I am a little bit old, but not too old. So hopefully got through a few of these. But you look at, I think every single time there's been a challenging economic environment, there's also been, I think, a corresponding kind of inflection point in something. So, and we can argue about whether these are right or wrong or whether they're on track, off track. But I think in general, it's pretty easy to say, during each one of these major recessions or downturns or whatever you want to call it, there was some pretty significant opportunity. So I think part of the discussion here today is to understand, yes, we need to adjust to the economic reality that we're in, but it's also to keep an eye towards the future of what is the opportunity. So for instance, in 2001, I'd argue the internet, even though it was going much before that pretty strong, it sort of, there's a lot of investment during that time. And then you sort of saw after that, it really went to a new level. And obviously today, commerce on the internet is, how we do business. And then you go to 2008, which was an incredibly, incredibly tough time. And you think about all of the sort of companies that were created around cloud and shifting to the cloud. And it probably was due to some of the economic challenges at that time. And then you go to 2020 and, obviously COVID sparked this whole new thing of remote work. And I don't know what the next big change is going to be, but I would postulate one of the things that in 2022 with sort of the Ukraine war and inflation, it's going to be much more of a global workforce. So we are now going to be really one workforce, one world economy in a much more significant way than we have been before. And what kind of opportunities is that going to create for folks, right? So I think part of this is understanding that there is a lot of economic challenge right now, understanding how to deal with that, but then also keeping an eye towards the future of what could be a fundamental shift in the market or in your business that you could take advantage of.
It's such a big point. If you look at 2001 and just before, you're looking at really the growth of the Googles and the Amazons of the world that really kind of made their way. At around that time, if you look at 2008, that's when the Ubers and the Airbnbs kind of made their way. And if you look at the remote work, we all know, in addition to the JumpClouds of the world, but the Zooms of the world and others kind of just really, really prospered during that. So whenever there's something really bad and troubling going on in the world, there's also an opportunity. And this is a great chart, and it really does highlight the potential opportunity. And let me hand it over to Michelle, because
please subscribe and check out more content from us.